Hello instructors, this is Braden and I'm here with Rhonda. This is my lovely mother-in-law and we're going to do a little massage today. We're just looking at her intake form and we're going to talk a little bit about our plans for today. So Rhonda, why don't you start by telling me why you're here today and like where you're at with your body?
I'm in pretty good shape with my body, a little bit of tightness under the shoulder blades on both sides.
Okay.
And that's pretty much
Okay.
my tightness.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna look through this form here and just go over a few things. So it looks like your occupation, you work as a tech at DaVita Dialysis Center.
Mm-hmm.
So can you tell me a little bit about your daily work activities? And I know you've written it down here, but can you explain to me sort of like what you do in your job and what your
on my
body
feet
mechanics
for
are?
10 hours a day.
Okay.
Patient care, so lifting and a lot of bending.
Okay.
Which I'm trying to get better at using my knees.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you to you and Jika for that. And
okay, great. And then if you could stand up for me, and then can you just like demonstrate to me like how what it is you're doing?
This is a lot of what I do right here.
Okay, so bending down and hinging right here.
And I need to be doing more of this, which is difficult because there's a table and I'm short to be able to reach my patient.
And so when you are doing that, where do you feel it in your body?
Right here.
Right through the midsection of your back.
A little higher, yeah.
Okay, so like
this and it gets
just above
really
right in this midsection. Okay. Great. And then what about any of your home activities that might be contributing to the body sensations you're feeling? Housework or gardening or anything that...
No, not really.
Nothing, it's pretty relaxing at home?
Pretty relaxing at home.
Okay.
Pretty stressful at work.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Any major accidents or injuries that you've ever experienced recently or just throughout your life?
In the past, I had a horse accident and wasn't able to sit or stand for about 2 weeks because I landed on my tailbone and everything swelled in there and bruised. And
okay.
So that was
And when was that again?
Broken. Well, it's been probably 15 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, but.
And so what was your recovery like during that time?
Very difficult.
So
what
was your mobility like during your recovery time? You just laid in bed?
I did. I couldn't even sit down to use the potty. I had to stand up and hover over it.
Okay, cool.
For probably the first week, and then it got better.
Okay, gotcha. So is it okay if I have you stand up one more time? And we're kind of in a tight, confined space, and that's why we're both sitting right now, but we're just going to kind of look at your overall posture here and just go ahead and take a step back for me. I think you're kind of mostly in frame. So I'm just going to kind of look and assess. So I'm seeing some elevation in your left shoulder.
That's true.
I can see it also in your hands here. I'm just going to palpate your hips. I'm feeling that your right hip is actually a little bit elevated, and it looks like your right foot or your right leg, you're stepping forward a little bit. Your right toes are a little bit forward, and your feet are splayed to the outside. So I'm guessing you maybe have some tight hip issues too.
I do.
You do, okay. Okay.
I've lived with it so long I don't even think about it.
Okay.
And when I do get pain, it is right in here.
Gotcha, okay. So it sounds to me like today we need to focus on a couple things. The midsection of your back that's bothering you, and your tight hips, and anywhere else that if we had 3 things that we were to focus on in the hour that we have today.
This area is where I really hold a lot of my tension and stress. Like most people, I guess.
Yeah, so your shoulders and your low neck. Okay, awesome, sounds good. And what kind of pressure do you like to receive?
Medium.
You like a medium, okay, sounds good. So we'll be checking in. I like to use a pressure scale. 0 being you can't feel anything at all, and 10 being way too painful. So If we're trying to address your issues therapeutically, we want to be right about a 6 or a 7. So I'll just check in with you periodically as we're going through different sections of your body, and just make sure that we're...
So in that 6 or 7, you want to experience not necessarily pain, but really feeling pressure. Okay.
Yeah. You don't want it to be painful, so no like sharp sensations or burning, but we want to kind of bring you like right to your edge, but not push you past it. So it's okay if it's a little bit uncomfortable, but if it's painful or if it hurts, then we're too far. So we'll just check in as we go. All right, any other questions for me before we get started today? Okay.
No,
well, thank you for being here. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Thank you.
Thank you. Talk to you soon.